a few days ago. And this is that image that will now be etched in memory. Harshit also is with me. Harshit, these images that we were waiting for, them meeting with the Prime Minister, finally has happened. And look at those smiles. I couldn't say for a moment they were tired or, exhausted. I mean, I really feel that the victory itself has kept them energized. So much so that after 16, 17 hours of long travel, they've come here now for breakfast meeting with the Prime Minister. And the hearty laughs, the little chat that they're having, very refreshed and excited.
Clearly, I don't see any signs of fatigue there. I remember seeing Rahul Dravid walk out of the airport, and he did at that point, cut across as a tired figure. Not so in these latest visuals that you see. And much unexpected lines, the animated chat that you sort of see them having with the Indian Prime Minister. What they say about the Prime Minister is that he pays a lot of attention to detail, and you see he's not just interacting with the more prominent players, let's say, of the Indian team. You can see him having a hearty conversation with Hardik Pandya, Jasprit Bumrah, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, the head coach in Rahul Dravid as well. So clearly he, and I remember, it doesn't sort of surprise me, because when I saw those tweets from him after India's victory, the kind of detail with which he talked about Suryakumar Yadav's catch, the kind of detail with which he talked about Hardik Pandya, the role that he played, Rahul Dravid, as to how he's guided this Indian team, the captaincy of Rohit Sharma, the relentlessness and the passion of Virat Kohli, all those tweets gave a very, gave an insight as to what his understanding is of the game, of these players as well. And that's what you see sort of reflect here as well in this conversation.
Yeah. And we see, there's no audio here, but we're certain that they're sharing their experiences of what's gone by on the field. Give us the most exciting moment of the match.
My guess is those big smiles that you see on everyone's faces over there, I think the longest conversation, my guess is, would have happened with Suryakumar Yadav, because it was one of those moments, it was edge of the seat moments. It happened on the first ball of the last over. And you expected the kind of attention with which, the kind of detail with which he talked about it in his tweet as well. I'm pretty sure probably the longest conversation would have been with the man who played a decisive role in the final.
But here are the first images coming in of Prime Minister Narendra Modi along with the dream team. Those are the images there of the entire cricket team who's had that hearty breakfast with the Prime Minister. Images coming in of him having a pep talk with them as he greets them, congratulates them for the victory. It almost appears as if they're seated in a circle, trying to make it an intimate conversation. We see a mic, though, that's being used as the Prime Minister speaks. The mic is passed on to all the players in a row, as we see Rohit Sharma seated right next to the Prime Minister and the Team India coach, Rahul Dravid, on the other side. That's Jasprit Bumrah who speaks. Well, it's an interesting affair. Undoubtedly, these are the images that we were waiting to see inside the Prime Minister's residence. It's finally out first on India Today. You see that? Hardik Pandya, of course, smiling. This is a moment that the Team India couldn't really hide that happiness. It's a moment for them to really relive that victory that happened a few days ago. It's due to that hurricane, they were stuck for a few days. They finally come here to Delhi, meet with the Prime Minister. And these were the moments that they were also hoping, I suppose, to rejoice with the fans, with the Prime Minister himself. It's mandatory. Of course, they were given new jerseys before they headed to the Prime Minister's residence for breakfast. And that's the jersey you see there. It says India Champion, and with all their names etched to the back. So they've come together for that breakfast meet with the Prime Minister. This happened a little while ago, possibly half an hour ago, when the breakfast meet happened with the Prime Minister at his residence. And we're now bringing you these exclusive images of their interaction with the Prime Minister right before breakfast. It's really an exciting affair for the team, as the Prime Minister himself greets them, meets with them, possibly as per from what the schedule was. It was for them to be meeting with the Prime Minister for breakfast and then head on towards Mumbai to hold that grand victory celebration this evening. So the first point was the meeting with the Prime Minister as soon as they landed in India. And that's what's happened as per schedule. They have met with him and had a nice chat. It looks like an intimate one as they're all sitting in a circle, almost huddled up and interacting with one another. I'm assuming, there's no audio to this, but I'm really assuming they're sharing their experiences of what really went by a week ago. So we unfortunately don't have the audio, but we're showing you these images of